I can now tell you I am at a 0% belief in the moon landings in 1969.
But, you know,
but you're in space.
You're in space, which means it's much more difficult to fix.
It's a pretty big problem.
Just about 3 hours now since we first observed what you're seeing on the screen, that being a leak.
You can only leak so long.
In 2013, Luca Parmitano's spacesuit was leaking into his helmet, and he almost drowned.
For a couple of minutes there, maybe more than a couple of minutes, I experienced what it's like to be a goldfish in a fishbowl from the point of view of the goldfish.
Water on his, and it filled up in his ear cups, and it started to creep into his eyes and covered his nose.
And obviously, if you fill the helmet, you can't breathe.
Next on Jonathan Bird's Blue World, Jonathan goes to inner space.
I'm standing on the International Space Station!
So many times during spacewalks outside the International Space Station, we can see air bubbles rising up. Can you touch on how there are air bubbles in space?
Can you be more specific? Air bubbles?
So yeah, like a lot of times during the footage, the NASA footage, you can see bubbles coming up out of the helmets or kind of from underneath you. How do you explain bubbles in space?
Yeah, often.
A couple months, actually.
Oh, you're that guy.
All right, I'm one of those guys.
Yeah, I'm not gonna write that.
I can now tell you I am at a 0% belief in the moon landings in 1969.
No way. That's great.
We landed on the moon!
And they just start making stuff up.
Yeah.
Like that Neil Armstrong guy. Have you seen him on the talk shows?
Neil Armstrong, you mean the first man to walk on the moon?
Talk about a fish story. Man, and they're buying it.
And they're buying it. And they're buying it.
Talk about a fish story. And they're buying it.
And they're buying it. Talk about a fish story.
Oh,
And they're buying it.
Come on, none of it's true. None of it's true. It's BS. They made it up. They lie.
And just the point I want to make to everybody, when people talk about a heat dome, which is the new good word, consider this following. There's a map of New England, the Ohio River Valley, and the dome is not hollow. When I think of a dome, I think of a roof, and you could walk around underneath it. No, the dome is solid. It's high pressure air.
Yeah.
And the jet stream, shown here, has gone north and enabled this giant dome of hot air to stay there.
So Bill,
and stay there.
Gas dome. A big gas dome. Get it? Glass dome, gas dome. Are you with me? Huh?
A dome works just like an arch. See how this dome is a circle of arches hooked together in the middle? Now, a shape like this can support a lot of weight and leave a lot of space open underneath it. It's a roof. It's a dome. It's science. One thing I really want your generation to embrace is that the Earth is a closed system. We cannot leave the Earth. There's no place to go. Now, could we get to absolute zero? Actually, no. Absolutely no.
What?
If you called a travel agency and said, hey, take me to absolute zero, we'd have to go, we can't. You can't get there. Absolutely not. Isn't that weird? No, why is that? The universe. It just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bullshit.
Come on, none of it's true. None of it's true. It's BS. They made it up. They lie.